is a Netflix movie available now if you want to go see it for free if you have a subscription to Netflix. Alright, so what'd you think?
I liked it.
No, tell me the first thing you said when I asked you when you walked in the door.
I had a couple issues. What did I say?
Quiet Place 2.
Oh, Quiet, yeah.
This is what it is. It's Quiet Place 2.
It's basically what it is. And so, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I liked the chemistry between the actors and actresses in there. I liked the way the story went. Although it was, we'll talk about what some things we didn't like. But all in all, I was really curious and really into it because I want to know what the heck this thing is causing chaos all over the world. And yeah, I thought it was fine.
So this movie is about a group of people who try to escape, and the premise is you can't open your eyes or else you'll see some kind of entity. If you see it, whatever it is, you kill yourself. You commit suicide. Never any which way you can in your current state. So that gives it a pretty scary tone because you don't know what's going to happen next, and you're not sure what the monsters are capable of, if they're monsters. And this is one of the issues I had with the movie is, not that I like being spoon-fed in my movies, but I wanted a little bit more explanation.
Yeah.
But where it stands, I'm okay with.
Yeah.
What about you?
My thing is with it is I didn't like being teased. And I felt like they kept teasing there's a monster here, or there's a spirit, or sometimes, because the way they explain what it is, it's almost like this was a judgment time, where all the bad spirits are coming to get, I don't know. It was explained so weird that it didn't make any sense. But I didn't like the fact that it didn't. This is a spoiler.
Sure, why
not? I didn't like the fact that I was being teased about what they look like. It's almost like, okay, we know exactly what it does to people. Now let us see what it is, and it didn't show.
Do you think that maybe it didn't have any sort of personification?
Well,
it was just something there.
There, I get it.
A feeling more.
A feeling. You know, it's funny. I was reading an article from the director who directed this movie. She said that there was a replica of a monster that was made that was supposed to go in the movie.
In the drawings?
Yeah, in the drawing, in the movie itself. But she said it looked weird, so they canned it. They didn't want to do it. So now
that's safe.
That's safe. And the more, if you watch it, every time you see the monsters or the spirit or whatever you want to call it, it's the camera. So she wanted the camera to be the monster itself. So when you look at it, when you see it from the perspective of the monster. So I thought that was clever, but I just didn't like being teased. I wanted to see the monster. I wanted to see what it looks like for me. And so I don't know, there's a couple of things, explanation wise. Mm-hmm. There's something I agree with Paul. There are certain things that you could explain a little bit better, like why the mental people couldn't kill himself. The other thing is it's too predictable. There was no mystery to this. The only mystery there was what the monster looks like.
Yeah.
But everything else was so predictable by the book. Like, I mean, you started off at at the present day. It's almost like Tarantino does his film. You started right off there, and then you tell the story backwards. And when you ended up in the beginning of the scene, you see just her and the kids. You're like, well, then everybody else is dead then, because it didn't make any. They go back, flashback, back and forth, and so you can tell who's what's going on. And it's a clever way to tell the story, but it was very predictable.
And you could also go the route that maybe it's not what's on the surface of the movie that's what matters.
There's deeper meaning.
There's deeper meaning, like some say that, or I agree with this, that there's a deeper meaning, and it's about Sandra Bullock's character and her ways in which she lives her life. Very isolated, very just self-centered, a little bit selfish, and just she doesn't let anybody in, and she's forced to be with this group, and eventually forced to be with these children in the boat. And it's not till later in the movie that she kind of realizes it, and she's like, all right, I'm going to accept being a part of a community.
The ending was kind of weak as well. I didn't like the ending too much, but I accepted it because it is what it is. It had to end that way. It couldn't, I joke and I say that this is like the Quiet Place 2. But A Quiet Place 2 had risk, and it took risk, and it had somebody actually die in that one. So main characters, and so there was the risk factor in that movie that made it more suspenseful and made it more, I don't know, relatable in that sense. I know, but this one was just, yeah, the ending was okay, so it wasn't, wasn't that all that great. So.
All right, let's give it a rating.
I give this probably rating. I give this Netflix, just right in the middle. It was okay. I enjoyed it. You know, I still was into the story, so it's good for me.
I too am going to give it Netflix. It was entertaining, worth watching.
No pun intended.
And it sat right where it belongs on Netflix. So
check it out. It's still fun. It's a good
time.
Movie. Good time, makes you think what you would do in that circumstances, and so.
All right, we'll see you next time.
See you later.